Hey guys, I'm Juan Benedict and welcome back to my channel. Today, I will discuss the different menus around the default workspace of Blender. I will explain to you their purpose and function. So, the Blender interface or the Blender environment is divided into three main parts. Number 1, the top bar. So, makikita nyo sa dito, ito po yung pinaka-topmost part. That is the top bar. You can access here the different menus, the file, edit, render, window, help menu. You can also access here the different workspaces. So later I will explain more to you what are workspaces. You can also access here the scenes and the layer. So next is the area. So ito pong pinakamalaking part ng Blender. Ito po. Here in the middle, this is called the area. Then next, lastly, this is called the status bar. Here on the bottommost part, we can see the status bar. So this shows the information about what you are doing, the contextual information, or from the word itself, it shows the status of what you are doing. Now, balik tayo dito sa area. So, dahil ito po yung pinakamalaking parte, nahati pa po siya sa apat. Yung apat na yun ay tinatawag na editors. So, this is called the 3D viewport editor. And then, this is called the outliner editor, the properties editor, and then the timeline editor. So, as you can see, I can resize the editors. So, apat po yan. Sa area, meron tayong mga editors. So, now balik tayo dito sa top bar. We have different workspaces. So, what are workspaces? Workspaces are predefined window layouts. So, take note of this. We have different workspaces for different tasks. For example, we have modeling, sculpting, UV editing, and so much more. But now we will just focus on the layout workspace. And by the way, layout workspace is the default workspace for the Blender environment. So, kapag binubuksan po natin itong Blender software, yan na po talaga yung lumalabas. Dahil that is the general workspace to preview your scene and objects. Now, dito na tayo sa what's inside the workspace. So, the editors consist of regions. So, here on the 3D viewport editor, we have different regions. Ito pong nasa pinakataas, this is called the header region. So, here we can access the modes. Pwede nating i-change yung mga modes into object mode, edit mode, sculpt mode, and marami pang iba. And then sa gilid nito, we have menu. View, select, add object. We can add. Here is the list of different objects that we can add. And then the object, we can edit or we can modify our object. We have also the transform controls. These are the transform controls. And then here, the display and shading. So, pag nilagay nyo naman po yung cursor dyan, meron naman po siyang definition. So, ito, we can view all the object types. So, ayan. Ito naman, we can show gizmos. So, by the way, ito po yung mga gizmos. Itong may Z, Y, and X axis. And then, ito po. Yeah, those are gizmos. Pwedeng i-hide, pwedeng i-show. And then also, we can also show the grid lines. Yeah, the floor, we can hide and show the floor. And then here are the shading. We have viewport shading. Wireframe, solid, material preview, and rendered. So, matututunan din natin yan. So, ito po yung gizmos. Kumbaga, pwede mong makontrol yung kung ano yung na-view mo. We have zoom. We can zoom the object. We can zoom in. We can zoom out. We have also move. Toggle the camera view. So mapupunta po siya dun sa camera. We can also change from user perspective into user orthographic. So the difference is orthographic, it is for 2D. The perspective, it is more of 3D. And then here on the left part, we have the toolbar region. So nandito po lahat ng mga interactive tools such as the select box, cursor, move, rotate, and so much more. So try natin gumamit ng move. We can move the object by using that interactive tool. So we also have the sidebar. So dito po siya makikita pag pinindot nyo po yan. Usually sidebar, it contains the properties of the active objects. So punta na tayo dito sa timeline editor. So itong timeline editor ay it is used to manipulate keyframes, keysets, markers. So it has something to do with the scene's animation. Okay, so now here on the outliner editor, here makikita nyo po yung list ng mga data sa project nyo. Like the camera, the cube, the light. Ayan po yung mga object. So itong outliner editor, its function is to view data in the scene. We can also select or deselect object tulad ng nangyari kanina. We can also hide or show. So makikita nyo po itong parang mata dito. So pwede nyo pong pindutin yan to hide or view. You can also delete and manage collections in the scene. Now here on the properties editor, this shows or this allows you to edit many kinds of active data, including the active scenes or the active objects. So for example, itong mga editors na to, kumbaga parang connected lang din naman sila. Halimbawa, I'm going to use this move tool. If I'm going to move this cube, makikita nyo dun sa properties editor na yung y-axis nagbabago, right? So it has connected sila sa isa't isa. So pag pinindot ko yung light, so masaselect yung light. Pwede rin naman akong mag-select dito. So yun po yung mga purpose and functions ng mga menus dyan sa workspace. And that will be all for today. Medyo nakakalito lang siya for beginners like me. Yes, you heard it right. Bago lang din ako dito sa Blender environment. And pag gumagawa naman na tayo ng mga project, we'll get through it, right? The more you apply, the more na mas maiintindihan mo yung mga bagay-bagay. So, marami lang siyang information pero we'll get through it. So, if you learned something today, please hit that like button and do subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell. See you on my next video.